Now, speaking of girlfriends, this one I'm a little bit jealous. You know, every time I have my Japanese food, I'm always sticking to the same things. Sushi, sashimi, teppanyaki. But this is the first time probably that I've ever heard of this word called Futomaki. And apparently, Elaine Daly, yes, our very own good old co-host Elaine, was in Japan recently, and she learned how to make a Futomaki. And it sounds a little bit crude here in Malaysia, but it actually means fat sushi rolls. Let's take a look at what Elaine has to offer in sharing her experience making Futomaki.
When we mention Japanese food, most of you would automatically think sushi or sashimi, right? And besides that, many who travel back home from Japan would bring back their famous banana cake that can be bought anywhere. During our recent visit to Chiba, we were lucky to discover a pastry shop in Makuhari that was popular among the local people.
Finally, I found it after circling the blocks. You know, like us Malaysians, the Japanese have very, very sweet tooth, and there are tons of patisseries all around Japan. But here in Chiba, I was told to look for this particular one called Cest La Vie. It's apparently very, very popular here, and I can't wait to indulge and bite into some really nice cakes. After a whole day of cycling, I've burned enough calories, and it's time to indulge. Konnichiwa!
The Japanese have embraced many Western desserts and make them uniquely their own in so many ways. With 10 years of experience under her belt, Cest La Vie's owner, Chef Yoko Koji, opened the walk-in patisserie 7 years ago and now has become one of the most famous cake houses in Chiba. Chef Yoko shared with us why she decided to make her store as a walk-in shop.
お客様にお家に持って帰っていただいて、家族の皆さんやお友達と一緒に皆さんで食べていただきたいと思ってテイクアウトにしております。
Using fresh fruits as her ingredients, her best seller includes fresh fruit shortcake and Japanese homemade pudding.
A pudding. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite. Oh my gosh, it just melts in my mouth. Okay, now that I'm in pudding heaven, I'm going to leave you with this and I will see you. And please continue to enjoy my journey of Chiba.
Our food adventure in Chiba, Japan would not have been memorable enough if we didn't try sushi in the land of its birth. But what triggered us to drive from Makuhari to Kamogawa was the famous Futomaki that is normally prepared for a big celebration such as birthdays or family gatherings. Kamogawa City is located in the southern part of the Chiba prefecture with a population of 35,000 people. Not only did we get out of Kuala Lumpur, we got out of Chiba City in the area called Kamogawa, which is a nice farming area, which has recently been turned into hostels and homestays, and it's a really nice weekend retreat. I tell you, it's so serene, it's so peaceful here, the air is so crisp and fresh. So you can come here over the weekend, stay in the farm, learn how to do a little bit of farming, a little bit of chankoling, and learn how to make futomaki. One of Kamogawa's attractions, the terrace rice paddies of Oyama Senmaida, was recognized as the cultural landscape in 2002 and are the very image of Japanese farming villages. Here, they allow visitors to try their hand at being a farmer for the day. We met Miss Shibasaki, who is 71 years old and has been managing the farm-style hostel for about 5 years now. She even taught us how to make futomaki.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Hello. Arigato. Now back home in Malaysia, we're all very, very familiar with Japanese food. We love our sushis, we love our tempuras, we love our sashimis. Here I am about to make some very, very authentic Futomakis with Chiba Saki-san. And of course I have my translator here, Inche Izala, who is very, very fortunate to be able to speak the Japanese language as well. So what are we making here?
今日は何を作りますか？
今日は太巻きの祭り寿司を作ります。はい。
So we are going to make today Futomaki for the celebration.
Okay, I can smell it. It really smells really good. So, can you please teach me how to make this?
はい。じゃあこれから始めますのでよろしくお願いいたします。
For those of you who are not familiar with futomaki, which translates to fat sushi, it is a type of sushi roll that is known for its large size and careful balance of ingredients. The first step to make futomaki is to prepare 5 small portions of seaweed sushi rolls. The sushiko rice, which has a nice pink color, is placed in the middle of nori, or seaweed, in a straight line, spread evenly and finally rolled on the sushi mat to make it round.
And just roll it out. I've never seen really tiny futomakis.
The 5 mini sushis are then placed in a mat with carrot sticks in the middle to make the flour.
See? That's what it looks like. Tamago. Egg.
After spreading the tamago with rice, put 3 balls of rice to make small mountains and cover it with seaweed. Next is to place the small flowers in between the mountain with some green vegetables and roll the tamago together to make a round shape. Now, after all the hard work, it's time to see the results. I'm quite nervous seeing how it will turn out, but quite confident with my sushi making skills. Let's see if my futomaki will pass the test.
Kawaii!
かわいい。
If you want to try making this at home, here are the ingredients needed.
I am in food heaven. Chiba Saki-san and her friends have prepared this wonderful meal for me. Actually, not just one meal, several meals actually. From breakfast to lunch to dinner. I don't know how I'm going to finish it all on my own, but then again, I have a huge appetite. I'm Malaysian after all. Well, now, I can't wait to dig in to the sushi that I can't believe I actually made, which actually really looks like a flower. But before that, I've got a question I've always wanted to ask a Japanese lady. Every meal, right? There's always so many little dishes. Do they get tired of washing it every single time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
でも
Watch.
器もんの方が食べた感じ美味しく感じます。
And I mean, I look at this and I just can't wait to gobble everything up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Please do not forget to catch us in the next episode while I enjoy my meal with this beautiful view behind me and my newfound friends here. Shall we eat? Would you like one sushi first?
食
No?
べましょうか。
Shall I
は
feed
い、
you?
どうぞ。どうぞ
Arigato, Elaine. Now I know what I'm having for lunch today. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Tomorrow morning, Elaine Daly will be back on the show for Better Society to discuss with the topic about dengue and the rise of it. Is it because of the dry spell? We'll find out why. All this tomorrow at 11 a.m. only on your home or Feel Good. In the meantime, take care, God bless, and I shall see you next week. Bye.